Now, if we just met at Live and we start having sex in the car before we get home, then I might consider this woman might be a bit promiscuous. You know, that's an extreme example. But I don't. This idea of like you making guys wait specifically so that they don't think you're. You know what the thing is you could do is the rest of your life, how you present yourself on social media. That might be more indicative for us to tell whether or not you're lascivious, whether or not you're slutty.
1000%. Like if you really love your daughter, you're going to coach her up on the things that high level men are looking for, and where to navigate to not make those mistakes, like fucking in a car at Live. Like you have to talk your daughter through that. Hey, maybe you shouldn't put your titties on the internet. I know the other girls are doing it because it garners attention. I actually feel really bad for young girls right now because if their attention is currency on Instagram, social media, the way they get it is skin. You have to navigate and coach your daughter through that, as well as the signals to look for in a man. And you know, one thing I would tell my daughter to look for is, does he invest in you at all? Does he invest in you? Not monetarily. No. Is he trying to build you up? Because a man, truly, one of his jobs is to, if he's going to have a queen, right? He's going to build her up to the point where she can sit at a table that she's never sat at before, and nobody knows the difference.
Love that.
If he's taking her on that ride, right? He's going to develop her to be what he needs her to be.
So I have a question, totally off the wall. Am I allowed to ask a question? I don't want to.
Yes.
So what if it's a situation, because you said the world is changing, and you even said that a lot of stuff is messing up because of social media. What if it's like, I'm a man, my wife is, you know, I want to get her more out there. She maybe has a business and she needs exposure, any kind of exposure.
There's no condition where a high level man is going to want to promote his wife to make money. I don't see it.
Okay.
Are you guys married?
Because if he's doing what he's supposed to do, no.
So what did
if he's doing what he's supposed to do, he doesn't need her to make money.
So what did you mean by the table that she would sit at and nobody knows the difference?
So he can take her on a yacht in Dubai and be able to have a conversation where she makes him look like a high level man.
Say less. I just wanted to understand what table.
So if everybody, so a lot of times men get judged off their woman. So if you have a young lady that you want to invest in, you teach her how to sit at that table with that sheikh or that business guy or the person that you need her to do well with, so she can make you look good at the table, not only for the man, but possibly create a bond with his girl so you can make money together.
But you would never put her at that table to be in a position to make money. I'm just trying to ask I'm trying to wrap my mind around the table. Like, go ahead and finish. I'll ask my question. Okay. So you're saying you would never put her at a table that's a money making table, just a conversation table, like a representation of you table. You would never.
If I was talking to my daughter, I'd say pay attention to the man that's trying to develop you to take you places, not monetarily take you places, but put you in a table in an important situation, because that's more of a bond.
Okay.
Right.
Develop character, develop understanding of situations.
That's what I was saying.
Building yourself
you talked about building competencies about an hour and a half ago, right? Yeah. Some of these competencies are things that women are not going to learn unless they learn it from a high level man. Like, hey, listen, when we sit at the table, the forks work like this. Hey, put your napkin like this. When you go to leave the table, act like this. Yeah, you're building her up to be classy enough to be able to sit in that restaurant with that millionaire in Miami. Those are the little tips that you're telling her. It's an investment in the girl, not monetarily, but actually in her ability to sit with you in a place when he has, like, when he needs you, when he has to have you, right? So that's
would you not be like scared she would just go find somebody like else once you teach her this stuff?
No, bro, not if you're a big G. No, fuck no. Replace me. No, seriously.
I dare you.
Yeah, good luck. I mean, like, I told a girl this one time, I'll never forget it. We were gonna break up, and I said, listen, I'm not even mad, you know, because she was getting mad at me about something with some chicks. I said, you're gonna have a harder time replacing me than I have replacing you.
I hate when niggas say that, because it's true.
But she came back to me a week later. She said, it really upset me, but I do know it's true.
It's true.
So, you know, and that's why I would tell my sons, listen, bro, life isn't fair. Fuck empathy. Don't put your feelings involved. It's not going to be a fair fight. You need to get a massive advantage, ruthlessly get a massive advantage, and you'll win.
No, I agree. My dad told me the same thing. And that's kind of why I do OnlyFans a little bit. Like, I do it because I like it, but at the same time, it's like, it's an advantage.
Most girls would not.
You do OnlyFans because you're dead?
No.
Chill.
I did not say that, Myron.
So
are you taking notes? I'm saying my dad instilled in me to win harder. to try to get that. Like, yeah, okay, life on easy mode, fine, you're a woman, but I can do real estate, and I could just be doing good doing. That's great, but I could just be doing good on real estate, but I'm doing that too. So I have a harder advantage, kind of like he's trying to put in his kids. My dad put that in me, and maybe he didn't want me to.
Advantage.
What are you?
I'm saying I'm basically repeating what he said was my kids are going to have more of an edge than these other kids out here because of what I'm instilling in them. And something he said is something that my dad told me. It's like, you know what? You get the other edge. And I'm not proud of it, or he might be not proud of it, but bro, like it's the same thing.
Okay. If I sat down with your dad in the room and I said, listen, your daughter's on OnlyFans right now. Are you proud of her? What would he say?
He's going to say she's doing better than me right now, so I'm proud of her.
Okay.
Can I just add what I was going to say? All I'm going to say is that I agree that like what you guys are saying, that you guys want somebody who's intellectual talking for you. I feel like a woman also wants that.
I didn't say I'd have a woman talk for me.
Or not even talk for you, but what I'm saying is like when you're in a space and you do bring your woman around, you want her to be saying intelligent things. What I'm saying is I feel like women also want the same thing.
It'd be better if she was quiet.
Her.
I mean, there's a reason why they say women are to be seen and not be heard. And then there's a Spanish saying that the girl that speaks the least is the most attractive. When you're in a meeting situation like that, right, with higher level men, whatever, you don't speak unless spoken to because, like I said before, no one cares about a woman's opinion. No one cares about a female's accomplishments. Y'all are not that special. There's a reason why Justin said it's going to be harder for you to replace me than I replace you, because women on the things that make a woman attractive are very common and easy to attain. Just beautiful. That's it.
It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy to be beautiful.
I think you're either born that way or you're not. You can just buy it.
Same personality and sense of humor.
But attractiveness comes first. Attractiveness comes first, and it's a lot of women are moderately attractive and can get any guy.
But we're not kept through attractiveness.
And it doesn't make life easier. People think, oh, like pretty privilege.
Attractiveness comes first, but we're not kept through relationship just by attraction alone, just by our physical features alone.
Yeah, but the other things that you guys talk about, like, oh, being competent and being interesting and wisdom and all that, that comes like far 5th, 6th, 7th place. That's like not as important.
Not as important, but if you, I understand. If you have it though, like enough to attract the man into your life, like in order to keep him and go on to the next level of relationship, which is what most women want. We don't just want to have sex and casually have sex everywhere all the time with everyone. That's what men value. Women value relationship.
See, I love how you're just like bringing it back to what the female wants. I'm telling you the male perspective, and then women always bring it back to what women want. I'm just simply saying that in general, the quieter a girl is, a lot of the times, the better off. Like, men really don't give a shit about female opinions.
Women,
and the reason why goes back to what I said before. Women live life on easy mode, and they have a very limited perspective on how the world really works.
Can I finish my statement?
Okay, no, because women have...
I use my notes.
Justin, go ahead.
Yeah, I would just, to what you said, I think women are chosen based off of beauty, but they're kept through peace.
Yeah.
You have to be a man's peace.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Women have this whole thing that Myron says, and he's like said it so many times over, and it's so frustrating because they're like, oh, like women have no credibility. Women don't, doesn't matter what they say.
I never said that.
Women, yes, you have.
I never said
multiple times. You don't believe that women have important things to say, and everyone believes that. Low key, no one will listen to a woman speak unless she has like a name behind her, unless she has a credibility, a huge credibility behind her.
Earned.
She has to prove herself way more than any man does. He just talks, everyone will shut the fuck up. The second a woman like speaks, like she has to really work
That's why there's a difference. Look, hold on.
Just because he was a man, though.
Yeah, but he had to bust his ass to get to a certain point. Hold on. It's not just be a man. This is what I'm trying to say when I say privilege is invisible to those that have it.
People will always listen to the man. Always.
Because men must become, women just are. The reason why women's opinions typically aren't respected by successful men is because most women aren't successful themselves, and they haven't went through the trials and tribulations that a man has been through.
But that's what I'm talking
the reason
about.
why.
We have to push harder than any man who already has that naturally innately.
Fantastic, but that's a minority of women that actually push harder.
Easy.
Most don't.
Doesn't make life easy. That's not easy life.
What do you mean?
You say women have it on easy mode. How is that easy? How is having to push yourself to prove to be you're worth someone listening to? How does that make it easy?
Because as a man, you have to do the same exact thing. You have to prove why people should shut up and listen to you.
You don't, though.
Okay, and you don't have your looks to coast on. No. You think it's natural for a guy to be able to have good tonality, be able to speak properly, speak coherently, be able to command a room and say what's on his mind in a concise manner that everyone can understand? No, that's a skill set.
Well, I'm Latin, so yeah, like when you go into somewhere and you listen to literally anything, no one will listen to the women. It's very machista.
That's the way it should be. Because women say stupid shit. And throughout this podcast, a lot of you guys have said dumbass shit. And we've sat here and listened to it because because I'm just gonna fucking say it because no one wants to say it. There is no burden of performance on female competence, which is why women are allowed to say the stupid shit that a lot of y'all have said on this show. It's the truth. Because there is no burden of performance on y'all. And I'm not saying it to shit on women or whatever, but the reality is no one gives a fuck what y'all think because a lot of y'all haven't accomplished shit. Men must accomplish something. Women don't have to. If you're pretty enough, you'll be on a boat with a billionaire. I'm not going to get on that boat unless I become a billionaire and add value back. That's the reality. Women have pretty privilege. Fantastic. And I'm acknowledging it.
Pretty privilege is not a fucking thing.
Really?